Hey folks, so just been messing around a bit on Oakwynd and caught wind that the AE power levels had started up in force over in Sol A. One of the things people had mentioned is that it might be a bit harder to do this with the new encounter locking system, so I wanted to check this out for myself. Let's run over there and see what's up. It took a bit of searching around, but I found my first squad here. They've got quite a number of tunes. It looks to me like Earring is a bard, who's probably the one that's doing damage to get experience. And then they've got Yukima, Charmez, Kokok, and Mesros for enchanters. He had some pretty good automation going with exactly 16-second cast intervals, but unfortunately I didn't see him in action with actual mobs in camp. He eventually turned off his automation on both the enchanters and the bard, but I think he was feeling kind of shy and picked out of existence. I followed along, but he just stood there at zone in and then eventually logged out, I guess, so the search continued. It didn't take long before I stumbled on another power level group set up here, and now we can see what's going on. Basically, they're just pulling a bunch, maybe 20 or so, and using the newly implemented /yell command to unlock them all so they can kill them all off. You can see in this batch that's coming in there's a good mix of green names, which should now be unlocked, and gray names, which are still locked. So it's a bit more inconvenient than it was before, but the AE power leveling is back in business after he eventually /yells everything in this pile. I didn't notice anything being advertised in public channels to sell power leveling at this stage, so my guess is that they're PLing their own accounts at this point. One of the server features on Oakwynd is that the more max level characters you have on an account, the faster the experience is. You can also trade normally non-tradable gear between characters on the same account, so it's possible these guys are just getting their own accounts ready to split raid with gear swapping. It's not terribly onerous this early in the game to get characters to max level, although one has to wonder just how hard they're planning to go with that once we start getting alternative experience in the game. Rasper did a calculation a while back, claiming that the benefit of having the additional 10% experience boost from having an additional max level character was only faster at level 75 once you did more than about 500 AAs, for example. So that's going to be quite the hill to climb to keep going. In any case, I definitely expect to see sold PLs out in force once we hit Luckland and the deep opens up. One issue they might face is just targeting everything to yell it. Tabbing through NPCs usually only cycles about the same 20 or so, while pulls in that zone are quite large. You wouldn't want a bunch of locked mobs coming into camp that the enchanters can't stun. So he's eventually killed everything off. This guy seemed to be a bit less automated than the other one, as the stun cycles weren't as clean, although you could see here the Vumdar character kept going while the other enchanters stopped some time back. There, he stopped just now. Okay, good luck out there, everyone.